Happy Monday, everyone. This is Julie HR, and I am super excited to release my first ebook on succession planning best practices for human resource professionals. Yes, this is written especially for you HR professionals that are looking to implement a succession planning program within your organization. I took the time. There's approximately over 30 pages, and I wrote it very carefully so that you not only understand and you're reading the material, but you're also interacting with the material and actually creating your company's own succession plan while you are reading it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's first look at the chapters. Chapter 1, Introduction. 2, Developing a Succession Planning Strategy. 3, Identifying High Potential Employees. 4, Creating a Talent Pipeline, and so on. And it just takes you step by step by step. This took me quite a while to do, but it was so much fun. And those that have actually started using it, they've been rolling it out within their organizations, and they've been really, really pleased thus far with what's come about. So as you go into chapter 1, like I said, it's the introduction, pretty standard if you know what succession planning is. And I'm sure most of you do. If you don't, it's something that's is imperative within all the organizations. You've always got to be thinking ahead, thinking, what's going to happen next? What happens if one of my high performance leaders leaves? What happens if one of my VP leaves? You don't want to have that gap of time where you have to fill in another position. So once you get to chapter 2, this is where you're going to be developing your strategy, okay? And I've highlighted personally it's a PDF within this ebook, some of the most important ideas. So as you read through this, pay attention to what I have highlighted. One key aspect of defining organizational goals and objectives. Yes. So when you see that, you'll know that that's one of the main components within this chapter. Another one is involve key stakeholders. So as soon as you see that word or that bolded word, start thinking, defining organizational goals and objectives. Involve key stakeholders. Apply what's going on in your organization based on what you're reading in my book. And as you go through it, there you go. Once again, identifying the positions, training and development opportunities, right? There are going to be worksheet pages at the end of the chapters that actually make you think back about what you read and then make you apply it to your organization, right? So upon reading these first 2 chapters, what initial goals do you see as imperative within your organization? Write those SMART goals out to the best of your ability. Now, it's not saying go ahead and write out what your goals are really going to be. It's basically just getting you to put pen to paper and just to get your mind thinking as an HR professional who may or may not actually be accustomed to succession planning. Key stakeholders need to be included in the process. Number 1, hands down, you've got to get their buy-in from the get-go. They're going to be the ones who more than likely, in my mind, who I've always had them roll it out, with a type of communication, whether it was at the beginning of a meeting or whatnot, but they were the ones who really held the torch with this and really led it. But you need to go ahead and think about who are your key stakeholders, your CEO, your CFO, whatnot, who need to be involved in the process. And they will also probably may or may not be on your team, your succession planning team. That's going to be up to you. So just know with that in mind, that is what you'll have. It's going to keep on going on to talk about, like I just mentioned, creating a succession planning committee. Okay, this is going to get your mind thinking again. Succession planning is not that tough. You've just got to understand the concepts, how to apply it, and then just go ahead and start thinking about how it applies to your organization. I could go on, and like I said, they're right here again, and there's also some extra space once you print this out to write in some extra notes. So what I'm going to do, this is going to be posted with a link in the YouTube description for you to go through. This is a wealth of knowledge. Trust me, I enjoyed writing it. It will provide you with such great information. And by the time you're done, you'll already have an idea of what you're going to have to do first for your succession planning. And also, well, I'm not going to give up too much more, but there's a lot of good stuff in here. But have a great Monday. Take a look at it when you get a chance today, and just start this week off right with a wonderful, great ebook. Thanks so much.